What can I say? The voodoo looks to be real. Welcome back, Raider Nation and my champions. This is Eric, and we are at halftime of an absolutely sickening game. I'm going to say this is probably the worst performance they've had all year against the Saints team, who Saints are winning 17-0, could very well be 20-0 or even more. Field goal kicker just missed a field goal coming into halftime. How are you guys doing today? I see I see some stuff going on in TikTok. Why not? Why not get some spammers going on? Oh, the Chiefs are in here. The Queef fans are in the house in TikTok. Of course, they like to pour on the salt a little bit, you know. I mean, without Patrick Mahomes, they'd be a trash team. They know it, you know. But you know, they get lucky, get a great quarterback, and now they can talk trash for 2 seconds and maybe finally catch up in Super Bowls. Tony G, I see you in here in the YouTube house. How you doing? One of the poorest performances all season. I agree. The voodoo is real. It looks like the voodoo is real here for the silver and black. I was a little worried about that going into this. Another game where we are just not feeling like showing up in the first half, and quite frankly, not even at the end of the first half like we did last week against Houston, where we got a touchdown there. Totally lame offense. The defense is basically kind of keeping us in this game. Not to say that they've been playing great, but much better than the offense. Let's get right to this breakdown. Why not? Let's go over this. Of course, this is our rundown that we normally do. If you are new here, yeah, we have Mahomes. That's all you got, bums. That's all you got. And that fat ass head coach, Andy Reid. Maybe his son will do something and drunk drive again, like a little punk that he is. Get out of here, you bums. As far as the good goes, very few good things here, to be honest with you. We are targeting a Debo. He is trash, and if Derek Carr could actually throw the ball accurately, we probably could have had at least one touchdown so far. So, and then I went and I put a bullying the Badger, hunting Badger. Running game, not so great, but I enjoyed that. Tyrann Mathieu, very overrated safety. He did get the interception. It kind of fell into his hands literally. Pete Warner is the actual player there, actually doing the tips, actually making the plays there. He's all hype and all mouth, to be honest with you, and he was when he was on the Queefs as well. As far as the bad goes, of course, we got another crappy start, as usual. I talked about this with Taysom Hill. He's been a problem, of course. I said he was the number one problem. He is the number one problem, to be honest with you. I'm surprised that they didn't bring him in more on that last drive. They leaned on Andy Dalton there, and you know, frankly, the Raiders lucked out there because I think we probably would have given up another touchdown there. It would have been a much easier field goal at the very worst. And then right here, I can't say this word. Josh McDaniels, you know what you are? I can't say it because I'm going to get in trouble again by Tiki-Taki. So you can read it right there. Fake punt. The whole world saw it. I saw it. The Saints saw it. If you're going to go for it on 4th and 2 at your own 40, put your offense out there and let them try to get it. Everybody saw it. Unbelievable. More, you know what? I can't say that word. I got it written down. You know what that is. So, and let's go with the ugly, though. And this is the offensive line. And Colt Miller, frankly, is getting outworked by Marcus Davenport. That's our best offensive lineman. He looks like absolute trash. Chiefs of all, the Queefs of all Queefs is still talking trash in TikTok, you know. Yeah, we're so terrible, you only beat us by 1 whole point. What's up with that? In your house on Monday Night Football. Because our head coach is this word right here. I can't say it. And going for 2 when we could have tied the game, went to overtime. So, yeah, you guys are so awesome. Can't wait. I can't wait till Buffalo whips your ass in the playoffs. And feel free to come on here. You won't because you're too much of a coward as usual. You're only going to come out when you're on top. I'm out here. Our team's getting our asses kicked. I'm out here live streaming. What do? You ain't doing jack. So, screw off. All right. Let's go over what I said as far as the game preview goes. These are the 4 keys to the game. Taysom Hill on pace for the yardage, but he is just carving us up. I think he has about half of their first downs. Cannot stop that little quarterback run option that they do. Again, I was shocked that they actually didn't go to Taysom Hill at some point, especially when they had the timeout in their pocket. They kept Andy Dalton in there. I would have went with Hill running the ball more. We have no solution for that. Olave, not used a whole lot. It's more Hill. And like I said, Alvin Kamara on the receiving game, much more dangerous than running the ball. He's had some decent runs, but the receiving, of course, he had the touchdown there receiving, reached in. As far as the offense goes, it's just been ridiculous. We should already, I think we already have 5 hits at least on the offensive line. And like I said, Davenport is absolutely owning Colton Miller right now. The rest of the guys aren't doing as bad, to be honest with you. It looks like Cam Jordan is getting in there, but not as much as Davenport. He's playing like an all-pro game right now, so I can't really talk about that. Derek Carr, I know that interception was tipped, but that was a bad pass. The guys were all around him. The guy in the front tipped it, but, I mean, he could have very well picked it off as well. That's still on Carr. It's a bad pass from him. All Hefe's in here. Of course, all the queefs come out. When the Raiders are losing, as usual. Inbreaded, I mean, they probably got an IQ of about 12 down there in misery, So, let's see. The Adams reverse. The Adams reverse was blown up by Davenport because Colton Miller can't run block, apparently. That's what happened on that, if you're watching the game. Had nothing to do with Devontae Adams. When you got Marcus Davenport right in front of your face, body slamming you, I mean, when you run a running play, the offensive lineman got a block, or you get that going on. So, anyway, absolutely pathetic. Again, Josh McDaniels, what are you doing? Do I have to go back to the graphic? I can't say the word. Another stupid play again, whether it's going for 2 or these fakes or the onside kicks. You're trying to be too cute. You are not smarter than everybody else. That's obvious. You're trash. You're garbage. Where's the basics? There's no basics here. And this is the 22nd ranked run defense, and we can't run the ball against this team. The offensive line is in shambles right now. Let's be honest. And then we try to pass, and some of it's on Carr, obviously, but a lot of it's on that offensive line, not doing the job either running or passing. So, Afkasi Raider says, "What's up, Raider champion? Those stupid trick play calls were absolute trash." Absolutely, and we get them every game. We get them every game because Josh McDaniels thinks he's the smartest guy in the room. So, anyway, what do you guys think about this? Put it in the grades. I got the grades. I couldn't put absolutely couldn't put an F on there. You only get 4 options if you look on YouTube. I put a poll out there during the live stream. What do you grade the Raiders' first half performance? The offense is definitely getting an F. I mean, it could be very well being incomplete. They're not even showing up to this game. The defense, I'll give the defense honestly a C- to a D. I wouldn't give them an F. They've been short-fielded this whole frigging game due to stupidity by McDaniels and then the turnover. Taysom Hill, we don't have a solution for that. Like I said in the preview, that was going to be a problem for us. I said Taysom Hill was going to be the number 1 problem, their number 1 weapon that I was worried about, and it's coming to fruition. So I don't know what Josh McDaniels is thinking. I don't think we have the talent to stop players like that on this team, especially in the linebacking core on the outside. Taysom Hill's not going to run inside. Obviously, he'd get body slammed by Denzel Perryman. That's not going to happen. He's going to run out and keep getting those first downs. So, Chevy Silver Raider says F. Afkasi Raider says I give it a straight F. Al's Ghost, what do you have to say about that? We need turnovers to turn the tide. I thought we'd be +2. We're -1 right now on turnovers, obviously. Almost had a pick by Merrick there, out of bounds. Kind of bad luck play. He was kind of Johnny on the spot, though, so I can't knock him for that. It was kind of a hard play to stay in bounds anyway with all his momentum going out. So, but I think we got to do a better job against Taysom Hill. That's number one. Let's get to the stats, why don't we? Let's pull the stats up while we're still in halftime. Let's get to the team stats, and some of these are very disturbing. Oh, Zimone Dragon, you can't see this. The score is right here, 17-0 Saints at the halftime, and they got 12 first downs, which is okay. That's not. I mean, they're on pace for 24. They're on pace to hit the 34 point total that I had. I had us winning 40-34. The Raiders' offense is non-existent. 5 first downs, pathetic. Can't get the ball. Can't get the running game going. And so what's Carr doing? Not much. Not much, to be honest with you. Here's your third down conversions, 4 of 7. And they missed that last third down conversion. The 3rd and 1 went for the field goal there. So they've been owning this. And this is a lot of Taysom Hill right here. Taysom Hill right here. Third down efficiency for us is absolute trash. Can't get the running game going into 3rd and mid and 3rd and long. It's just not going to work. Of course, that baloney fake punt nonsense is right here. They've had 34 total plays, outscored us, out-yardaged us, everything was statistically speaking on the offensive side is just atrocious, to be honest with you. So, again, I wasn't so worried about their running game. I was worried about Taysom Hill getting those first downs. That's what he's doing. Kamara in the flat. Kamara catching the ball. Let's check it out. Let's see. He's 8 for 31. That's under 4 yards per carry right there. But look what he's doing here receiving. Killing us receiving. Absolutely destroying it. Taysom Hill, he's got almost 50 yards in total offense already. So they're on pace. Not only that, he's moving the chains for him. So that's the big deal with that. So let's see what you got to say. Major step back. Says Afkasi. Let's see what you got here. Raider Wolf says, don't give up. We're going to make adjustments to get it going. That's my problem, Raider Wolf. The problem is they do this every friggin' week, that they come out here and they play flat the first half of the game, and we're having to play catch-up. We're having to play catch-up against a 2-5 team that's not really that good. I mean, they have the playmakers on offense to move the chains and stuff, like I've said, but defensively, this isn't a great defensive unit. The offensive line is looking terrible. The announcer said, well, they finally settled in on an offensive line combination. I don't see it. I don't see it. And Colton Miller's having a terrible game. I haven't seen Colton Miller have this bad of a game in quite some time, to be honest with you. Marcus Davenport is just, taking his lunch money. It's disgusting. Alsgo says the fan of me is still keeping the faith. Let's go. Well, I'm going to watch the rest of the game, of course, and it's going to be getting to the second half pretty soon. I'll take a few more questions if you have any other ones. Same thing with the TikTok side, if you want to say that. So, yeah, bro is heated. 209 Kyle says, bro is heated. Yeah, I'm heated. I'm a Raiders fan, and they're playing like crap against a piece of crap team, 2-5 team, and they've mostly played people in their division who is all crap. So yeah, the Raiders aren't showing up to this game. This is another, like I said, this goes back to the coaching and the preparation. This first half doldrums, and they're going to say, well, they started at 10 o'clock. That's actually, or they started earlier. We usually start 1 o'clock games. It's 10 o'clock our time. And blah, blah, blah. I want excuses. They knew what's going on. And next week, Jacksonville is going to be the same time, 10 o'clock Pacific start. So are they going to use that excuse too? So I don't know about that. Let me get your last question before we get back to the second half. Looks like we're starting back up. All right. Live stream of the game is slight delayed. Yeah, I hope we do something in the second half too. Raider Wolf says, yeah, we're not looking good on defense, but I believe the offense will show up. Offense has got to do something. I mean, compared to what they've done, I mean, I think they will. I think we'll start getting some points on board, but is it going to be too late if we dug ourselves too deep of a hole? I'll let you answer that as we go back into halftime right now with a terrible 17-0 deficit. And we'll see you on Monday.
distractions that you have off the field, how are you able to keep focused on winning football games as you do and do throughout the years?
When you have great coaches, then after you have great coaches, you get great players. You have a great organization, and you tell them one thing: just win, baby.